Hello, welcome to our Monday. We're having a complication, a setback. Now, today is the day Izzy is supposed to start her new anti-inflammatory medication by injection. The time is now just gone 11:20, and at 12:30 we were booked in for a visit from a nurse from the company who's going to train me to administer the injections. However, he rang up for a preliminary chat and was asking about Isabel's state of health. Does she have any infections? Is she on antibiotics? So I told him about, you know, the impetigo, because Izzy has it way worse than me at the moment, and can of worms, isn't it? They don't want to start her on the medication if she is not in a good state of health, and one of the things on the tick boxes is no infections. So because it's a very minor localized infection and she's not actually on oral antibiotics, the nurse advised me to ring her specialist consultant at the hospital to get the go-ahead or otherwise. But it's not very likely that he's going to get that message and be able to reply in time. And this nurse is travelling all over Wales and West. He was in the services ringing me. So he likes to, you know for sure if he's not required before he travels miles and miles and miles and miles to get places. So it's not looking likely. I think she's going to have to rebook, and it might be weeks because they were so full, the slots. Speaking of the medication, which is in the fridge by the way, it's got to be refrigerated. It has to be stored between 2 degrees and 8 degrees. But it says on there between 2 degrees and 8 degrees, right? Well, here's the problem. I popped our room thermometer just next to it on the shelf because I was like curious just to make sure that it stayed at the right temperature, and 3 times it dipped down to 0, and I had literal knots in my stomach with horror over that, because as far as I'm aware, I think that medication bag is worth £800 from the NHS, and obviously don't want to destroy it. But I've put the fridge right on the middle setting, and even then it's varying by about 6 degrees. So I was in a great panic, but I fessed up to the nurse because I thought, well, the last thing I want to do is end up with Izzy getting injected with something that might harm her if it's, you know, the low temperature has done something bad to the serum. I don't know. But anyway, he said, no, that's fine. It's not ideal, but it won't wreck it. The thing is, don't let it get over 8 degrees. That's the absolute no. So he's advised not putting it towards the back of the fridge because that's where the metal, you know, the cooling pipes are, so a bit further forward. We did discuss the vegetable tray. We thought maybe that might be better, you know, at the bottom because it's not near any elements. I asked him, should I maybe invest in one of those little Coca-Cola fridges as a backup? And he said, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I'm going to be looking for one of those. Well, I've been obsessively looking at this flipping thermometer, and look what I've done, broken it. So, well, don't know what temperature the fridge is now. We'll just have to hope it's okay. I asked him if he thought it might be a good idea for me to buy myself a fridge thermometer, and he also said it might not be a bad idea. So, okay, 2 items for the shopping list today. Here's our Christmassy stuff, the sort of vlogmasy type update. Izzy's been gift wrapping some presents for me last night, so that's good. I give her 20 pence an item, and then it gives her more spending money for Christmas. It's just something we've done for years and years. I'm afraid I opened my advent thingy off camera this morning. And our other Christmassy progress is tree chocolates. I bought 2 packets of 8 from Lidl yesterday. I wasn't vlogging, but I went to Lidl, and Izzy's put them all on the tree for me. And we have a plan. 9 days before Christmas, we're gonna have, oh, I bet that, I'm back. 3 phone calls later. So the first one was the secretary of the dermatologist. He has actually had the message already. Lightning speed, really impressed with that. He says no, she can't start on her new medication yet. She needs to wait a week or 2 for the impetigo to clear up. She's got it worse than me. She's got it all now down her lip, bless her. So he said, yeah, if it doesn't clear up, he'll prescribe some antibiotics for that. So just waiting to see what happens with that. Right, so then I rang back the nurse who was in transit driving around and told him not to come. So he spared quite a lot of travel today. And then I had to ring the main clinic to rebook a slot. But now there are no slots showing at all. So they're going to call me back when they can nail one down. So that's how this morning's been going. So poor old Isabel's had to miss a day of college for no reason. She's a bit gutted. I was telling you about our Christmas tree chocolate plan, wasn't I? Well, they're County Downy ones, you see. They're a bit like Advent chocolates. So 9 days before Christmas, we're going to be having one a day each. But then on Christmas Eve, we can break into the Santas. So there we are. Oh, and Isabel has apparently found this to go on the top of the tree, which is a pair of gloves. So I'm not sure about that, really. She says it's an octopus. I'm not convinced. I said you need to put a couple of googly eyes on it if it's an octopus. I've got completely behind with all my YouTube stuff this morning. I have not done anything at all to tonight's vlog, so it's not finished. So I'm gonna have some breakfast now because I am starving, and I'm literally getting the jitters now with hunger because I've been so distracted with all those phone calls and things. And so I'm gonna do that and then crack on, and I'll speak to you when I've got that ready. Oh, no, I've got one more Christmas update. Turkish Delight have appeared. Turkish Delights. Turkish Delight. I don't know what the plural of Turkish Delight is. I'm just going to say it's Turkish Delight. That is the plural. Is that correct? What do you think? Boxes of Turkish Delight. There. We'll go with that. About 10 past 1 now. I've come to a point with the vlog uploading that I've just got to wait for it to finish doing something. I'm doing a drum clean. There is actually a dishcloth in there floating around. Probably, I don't know, be disintegrated by the end. I put some bleach in. Not sure if you're supposed to, but I did. It does amaze me how grotty washing machines can get, given that they're supposed to be cleaning your clothes, because you get this sort of black sludge, don't you? The outside of it could do with a bit of a clean as well. I think I might do that. I don't know what's possessing me today. I was cleaning my bin lids earlier as well at the Actifry. I've been going around noticing dust. Normally I just don't notice it. Oh, it's probably because I thought I had that bloke coming round. Ew, it's really gross. Oh, I'm going to have to spend some time on this. I thought it was going to be a quick wipe and done. It's just smearing, it's moving it around. It's just forming it into lumps and then it becomes visible. I should have just left it alone. Right, we're going to spend some time with my washing machine. Hey, we've had a parcel. I know who it's from as well. Pippa of the Worm's Eye View channel. She sent it to me and is. I'm going to open it now. I think there's a jigsaw in there, but there's something else as well. So I'm intrigued. She taped it up well. I remember her saying in a vlog the other day that she was sending her son Kenzie to the post van, and I bet this is what he was taking. She was busy working at the time, looking after her children because she's a childminder, you see. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description. Oh, it's another Christmas wrapping. Oh, it can go under the tree. These are for Izzy. Oh, she'll be delighted. I'll show her now. Pippa had these left over from her apocalypse cupboard, you know. Hang on. You know how some of us, me, went a little crazy as the pandemic was looming and filled up our store cupboards with things like that so that we wouldn't starve in case there was just a total meltdown and we couldn't get to the shops. Well, Pippa did it too, and these are left over and they're not getting eaten. But I told her that Izzy loves these pasta and sauce things, so she's posted them to us. So thank you very much for that. Oh, look, the present for Izzy. They're from Pip, Lee, Brendan and Kenzie. That's Pippa's family. Brendan and Kenzie are the sons. Lee is the husband. And I presume this is for me. Oh yes, Imo, look, written on the polar bear's butt. Lovely, thank you so much, Pippa. First one's going under. Just popped upstairs and showed them to Izzy, and she says thank you very much, Pippa. She thought that was a really, really sweet gesture. Right, speaking of presents, I ordered loads of stuff from Amazon yesterday, or was it the day before? Whenever I got back anyway from IB's, and they're starting to come today, so I'm gonna have more presents to wrap up. It's getting quite exciting now. I've started to make a little inventory of what I've bought for everybody because I always get mixed up and forget, and I'm terrible for not making lists usually when it comes to that sort of thing, and then I don't know if everybody's got like an even sort of balance. You know what it's like. I've just been looking at little medication fridges online. Those are the dimensions, the inner dimensions. So I've been measuring the boxes, and yeah, they will fit. They'll have to go up on their end though. It doesn't say anything about storing them flat though, so it should be okay. It is very, very small. It's £40. Softine it is. It's in inches and Fahrenheit. It must be American. Luckily, I do have inches on my tape measure, so that was okay. I've deferred the decision about the fridge for now, but look at this weather. Look at it. Hailstones, wind. Oh, got the front door open and it's cold. Got Storm Barra on the way we have. Supposed to be coming tomorrow, I thought. According to my Wales online news app, it's going to be during the day, right when I've got to go for my booster jab. So that's going to be interesting, but I shall battle my way through. I'll wrap up warm. I think I'm going to get the train now, I've already decided. I was going to walk back, but I think maybe I'd better not. But our trains are prone to getting cancelled if there are floods, so I might just need to prepare to walk there. But part of the walking route, floods. Anyway, I shall do my best. But right now I'm going to play my flute, and I'm not going to film it because I'm going to play along with copyright recordings, so I'll speak to you when I've finished that. Isabel is still home, but she is going to travel to my dad's this afternoon, so I'm going to do her dinner at 4 p.m, really early. But we do eat at funny times compared to normal humans. We just kind of, there's only 2 of us, so I just say, are you hungry? And she says, nah. I'll say, oh, do you want dinner in like 2 hours? And she'll say, yeah. So we just make it up as we go along. That's how we always do it, and it works out all right. Hello, it's 3ish. I'm going to start cooking now. I've just practiced my flute. When I say practiced, I've kind of just got to this point where I don't want to just play on my own in a quiet room. So what I'm doing is playing along with recordings. So I'm still keeping my lip in, I'm still learning stuff, I'm listening closely to stuff and trying to emulate it, and it's just a different way of practicing. So I'm doing that at the moment just because I got sick of my own sound of my own self. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm going to cook egg fried rice for my daughter and myself, of course, because I'm hungry.
At the moment, here we are end of November, and it's
Tim Spector.
4 cases like this end up being due to COVID, the different viruses. And if you can look in this graph, you can see
the pak choi going in.
Some common viruses.
Got a graph on the go that I can't see, so it's on my phone. I'm going to cook this tofu as well. Tofu's in and some seasoning as well. Oh, I'm going to put some garlic and ginger in. Haven't done that yet. What was I going to say? I've made too much on purpose, so I don't have to cook for myself for the next meal. There's my dinner served up. I'm going to eat it with chopsticks because it will slow me down, basically. Me and Izzy are going to settle down and watch an episode of Voyager now. It's cold. I just went out for a walk after dinner in the streets, and I didn't film it because it was dark, and I literally was going to go for 20 minutes. I'm glad to be back in. I'm getting hot now, though. With all this clobber on, I'm going to go and edit for a bit and speak to you when I've done that. Oh no, you know what I was saying about battling my way to the vaccine centre tomorrow? Yeah, apparently we've got some train issues happening. I'm going to have to check my own personal line. I can walk there and I can walk back. It's just going to take at least an hour each way, but it's okay. If it wasn't going to be a storm, I would go on the scooter, but I don't really want to do that in really wet weather, just in case the brakes fail. I am a very fair weather scooterer, by the way. These are me and Izzy's scooters, in case you don't know. If that one looks a bit funny, it's because Izzy's is twizzled round the wrong way. The wheel is facing backwards. But yeah, we don't actually ride them that much these days. We bought these for when the pandemic started, and we were avoiding public transport altogether, but we still needed to get back and forth to medical appointments. So if they were close enough to scooter to, we were. Otherwise we were just having to get the train. Anyway, you'll find out in tomorrow's vlog whether I managed to get my vaccine or not. Hopefully I will. Anyway, I am going to end this one now. If you have liked this vlog, could you please give it a little thumbs up? It really helps the channel to grow. I really appreciate that. And if you're new here and would like to follow more of our story here in South Wales, do feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.